really work. We have a really good candidate here for governor. And I think now is the time where I think the tide will turn. We're going to see some new leadership in Richmond. Folks, our next governor, McDonnell.
Thank you very much for coming. Boy, what a terrific turnout here on a Monday afternoon. You can tell the enthusiasm is building. 100 days to go. Are you all ready to help me win? Say thank you very much to Courtney. What a glowing introduction. You can tell I used to sign his paycheck. He's still saying nice things about me, but I appreciate his long-standing leadership in helping to really grow the Richmond City Committee. And Cortland Puppery is doing a terrific job now as your chairman. That's really great work. I didn't think there's this many people who cared about the Republican Party in all of Richmond. They apparently all are here today. But I know not everybody here is a Republican. That's the election here. You know, I've been in public service for 33 years. I've been an Army officer, a prosecutor, a legislator, attorney general. But the best thing I got going for me is I got 5 kids. And you need a governor that knows how to manage in times of crisis. And I have twin boys that just got their driver's license, so you know that I can do that. We've got some challenges in Virginia. We're a great state, great history, a lot of things going right. The 8th most prosperous state in the country, a lot of great things. But we've got challenges. College tuition going through the roof. People concerned about declining equities in their home. Tax burden going up too fast. 80% increase in college tuition over the last 8 years. Obviously, all the financial and economic issues in their personal life and concerns about government spending have really got people focused on how do we do better? How do we manage things better? How do we make sure we still build roads and schools, but at the same time keep our spending low and make the appropriate investments to bring new industry to Virginia? And I think the candidate that comes up with the best ideas on that is the one that's going to win. That would be me. Here's what I want to tell you. I mean, I really do believe that government doesn't create wealth and doesn't create jobs per se, has strong right to work laws and great universities. It can create the platform for the free enterprise system and free people and entrepreneurs and small business people, and I've met a lot of them tonight, to be able to pursue the American dream and create opportunities for other people. I really believe that. I've seen that work in Virginia now for several decades. And when we incentivize the private sector to do well, and we have government stick to its limited constitutional responsibilities and spend money wisely, then free people and the free enterprise system prosper and create new opportunities. And that's what I want to do as governor. I've announced several things that I think will actually do some things to promote economic development and create jobs. Because we need to do that right now. 7.2% unemployment, another 22,000 people unemployed over the last couple of months in Virginia. It's a major concern on everybody's mind. I want to make this the most business-friendly state in America for small business. We need to reduce the tax and regulatory burden on entrepreneurs. One-stop permitting, turn permits around in 48 hours to get people to work. I want to double the Economic Opportunity Fund, the Governor's Opportunity Fund, so that we can recruit the next Hilton or Altria or Rolls-Royce to come to Virginia with their well-paying jobs in order to get our people back to work. I want to see more incentives for film and tourism in Virginia. The last couple of administrations have cut tourism, I think, in grants. I think that's short-sighted. We need to invest in that to get all those great out-of-state visitors coming here to Virginia. I don't want to see Michigan commercials in Virginia. I want to see the new Virginia commercials in Michigan.
Yeah.
Bring people from out of state to come here. I think we ought to make this the best place on the East Coast to expand the energy industry. This is going to be an important issue for America over the next decade, is to reduce our reliance on foreign sources of energy and become more self-reliant. So I have announced a comprehensive set of ideas to promote clean coal and natural gas and faster permitting for nuclear. You know, we only have 23% of our power coming from nuclear, and the French have 75%. I hate being behind the French in anything. We got to do a lot better. I support drilling offshore 50 miles off the coast. outside of the view shed. It can be done environmentally safe. You saw the hurricanes going through the Gulf with 2,000 oil rigs, not a drop spilled. We can do it. We can be the first state on the East Coast to sell that lease in 2011 and get billions of capital investment, hundreds of millions of dollars in jobs, in tax revenue, hundreds of millions of dollars in royalties. That's all from an ODU study, and make Virginia the leader nationally on energy production, and take that money and put it into green energy research and transportation. And that's what I'm proposing. And I think all those things together, along with supporting the port at Hampton Roads, the spaceport on Wallops Island, will do tremendous money on schools over the last decade or so in Virginia. Yeah, I don't think the results are quite there. 72 schools in Virginia are not fully accredited. We need more money to go to the place that will work the best, and that's to the classroom. More there, less in bureaucracy. I think President Obama is actually right when it comes to some things on school reform. More charter schools, more merit pay for teachers. That means more accountability, more incentives to perform well, and more choices for parents. I think he's right on that. I think we need more science and technology and engineering and math and healthcare and other programs for young people in the schools, so that when they get a choice of what they want to do in college and what kind of career they want, they're going to go into those things that can keep America at the forefront of the technological revolution and at the forefront of having a strong military. We've got to do that. We've announced a plan to create 100,000 new degrees over the next 15 years in Virginia. So by the year 2025, 55% of all Virginians will be able to get a college degree by going to a Virginia school. Everywhere I go, people tell me, and you're probably one of them, you've got a child that's got a 1,600 on the SATs and a 4.5 GPA, and you can't get him into UVA. Anybody in that category? We need to do, you're all laughing, probably. I've heard it all over the state. We need to do better, get more access at lower cost to our great schools. I think we also need to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make government work better, more user-friendly, more accountability, more transparency. You see the incredible spending at the federal level, where the jury's still out on whether all this massive spending is going to work. The one thing we know for sure is that our kids and our grandkids are going to be paying the debt in trillions of dollars for a long period of time. The budget of Virginia's doubled in the last 10 years, and yet we don't have enough money for colleges and for transportation. So I think we need to do a lot better in order to make sure we're putting money in the right place for the right priorities that make sense for the taxpayer. Well, let me just close by saying I'm planning to win this election, and I need you. I need your time, your talent, and your treasure. If you will invest in the campaign with 100 days to go, we have gotten a great group of people that have agreed to come on board. Republican Party is united behind our campaign and our ticket with Bill Bolling and Ken Cuccinelli. The enthusiasm is back. At 11,000 people at a convention. We've got people that have started earlier than ever out there knocking on doors for our team. We've been getting great endorsements. All that group of Virginians for Mark Warner are now Virginians for Bob McDonnell. A terrific endorsement this afternoon that we just announced about 2 hours ago. But Sheila Johnson, who is the founder of BET and the owner of the Wizards and the Capitals and the Mystics, agreed to endorse me this afternoon. And so sticking to my conservative principles, we're going to attract independents and Democrats to come over to our side, because they realize that if you can promote entrepreneurship and investment in the things that matter, if you can create good schools and more opportunities for people, then we're going to have a better Virginia and more opportunities for all citizens. Black, white, rich, poor, urban, suburban, it doesn't matter. These formulas work across the board. So I am thrilled about the opportunity to be the governor of Virginia. I thank you so much for being willing to come. I really appreciate Cortland and Courtney putting this together. I hope you'll visit the website, BobMcDonnell.com, where you can sign up, donate money, find out more about the campaign. But I need you to have this be the beginning. If this is the first thing you've come to be ambassadors for me, to do the hard work of freedom, knock on doors, put up signs, tell your friends that McDonnell's the right guy for the election, work a poll, come to a chicken dinner, whatever you want to do to help on the campaign. I'd be very, very grateful for your help. So thanks so much for investing in the campaign today. God bless you. Thanks for